Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cutting through the noise to get to the absolute truth about the completely redesigned Toyota CHR. I am honestly super excited to get into this one because it's a vehicle that sparks some pretty strong opinions. We've pulled the specs, the data, and the real-world driver feedback to give you a totally unbiased look at what Toyota actually brought to the table.
We're looking right past that flashy, super aggressive exterior to answer a really crucial question. Is this crossover all style and no substance, or is there real, everyday practicality here? When you're dropping serious money on a new ride, you want to know the engineering actually backs up those aesthetics. So let's weigh the good against the not so good.
Section 1. The CHR Evolution.
Toyota really had to swing for the fences here to stand out in the incredibly crowded, compact crossover space. To do that, they packed in their latest fifth-generation hybrid system, sharpened up those coupe-like lines so it looks even more premium, and gave the interior a massive tech overhaul.
Now, what's really catching my eye here is the power. We're talking up to roughly 178 horsepower on the higher trims. And for a vehicle this size, that is a solid number. It means this fifth-gen hybrid system isn't just about sipping gas. It actually gives you that punchy, zippy, off-the-line acceleration you really want when you're darting through city traffic. Jump inside and the upgrades hit you immediately. You're looking at a massive, optional 14-inch infotainment display, paired with a fully digital cluster. If you remember the old CHR, the inside always felt a little dated compared to the wild outside. Well, not anymore. This new digital real estate perfectly matches that futuristic exterior vibe.
Section 2. Where the CHR shines.
Okay, so what does it do well? Beyond that bold, upscale design, this thing delivers a remarkably smooth, comfort-tuned ride. It's built for your daily commute, prioritizing a plush feel over stiff, sporty handling. You also get standard Toyota Safety Sense tech baked right in. But let's be real, the biggest flex here is that legendary Toyota reliability. You're buying into proven hybrid tech and practically guaranteed strong resale value. But this right here perfectly illustrates the CHR's biggest trade-off. On one hand, you have that gorgeous, aggressive coupe roofline. Looks amazing, right? But on the other hand, the direct result of that design is pretty poor rear visibility. You literally cannot have that dramatic, swooping shape without sacrificing a ton of glass and headroom.
Section 3. Real-world driving compromises.
Let's talk about the practical drawbacks you absolutely need to know. First off, those rear seats are tight, and headroom takes a major hit thanks to that roofline. Second, cargo space? Definitely not class-leading. Do not expect to move big, bulky furniture in this thing. Third, even though it looks like a sports car, it drives like a typical SUV, meaning efficiency over excitement in the corners. And finally, you are absolutely paying a premium price for that standout design. I specifically want to zero in on this detail, the small rear windows. This is actually a carryover issue from the old CHR. Because of how the back doors are styled, sitting in the back gives you a very distinct, closed-in feeling. Unless your passengers love hanging out in a stylish little cave, it's something you really need to keep in mind.
Section 4. What actual drivers say.
Over on Reddit, one potential buyer perfectly summed this up, saying, "Looking out the back is literally like looking through a mail slot." A mail slot. I mean, that's a vivid image, right? And it hits the nail right on the head when it comes to the price you pay for that sleek styling.
But to be fair, right after that, another driver chimed in to praise the powertrain. They literally called the hybrid system bulletproof and raved about the stellar fuel economy. So it's clear Toyota's fifth-gen tech is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, delivering super reliable, crazy efficient performance day in and day out. And finally, a user over on the Toyota Zone subreddit confirmed our suspicions about the space, noting that the rear seat and cargo room still have a lot of room to improve. So, is it a stylish commuter? Absolutely. But is it a practical hauler for a ton of gear or a full car of tall adults? Not so much.
Section 5. Is it right for you?
Okay, so who is this car actually for?
If you're a daily urban commuter who cares most about low running costs, stellar gas mileage, and total reliability, the CHR is a brilliant choice. It gives you premium style without the premium gas bill. But if you have a growing family, if you love sporty, aggressive handling, or if you're looking for a fully electric vehicle to future-proof your garage, you're probably going to want to look somewhere else. It really comes down to matching the right tool to the job.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought. The whole car industry is pivoting so fast toward zero-emission electric vehicles right now, so is a highly efficient but still gas-burning hybrid crossover enough to future-proof your driveway? It's an incredible hybrid, no doubt about it, but that's a serious question you've got to ask yourself before making a long-term investment. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, and keep asking those tough questions.